All right, today we're going to be making a song like Bad Omens. I get my chair out of the way here. And I have set up a session that has nothing on it, as always. And in an hour to an hour and a half, we're going to have most of a song done. So if this is your first time here, I'm Andrew Barr. I'm a professional music producer based out of Pennsylvania, the United States. I typically work in rock and metal. And yeah, I do this once a week. Every Monday at noon, at least as the time of streaming this now. So let's get right on into it. I have my template set up here, and I have a couple clean guitar ideas and some synths and some just some basic stuff that I usually set up for my template. And I want to really dive into some ideas that I had. So let's take a look at some of the ideas that I had on my phone, because that's how I come up with all of my ideas. Is literally everything's like on my phone. And let's take a look at what we have. So here is, I said, sound like Bad Omens and piano. Starts on piano. All right, so pretty decent idea, at least in my opinion, just for the piano, and we're just gonna kind of go from there. So let's get some piano in here first and foremost, and let me grab that by doing this. I believe I have a template preset built around that already, and I'm just gonna write it in piano. All right, let's see what we got here. Now, let me make sure that I actually write it in a key that I'm happy with. So here's the lyric ideas that I had as well. So let's take a look. The church was empty, but a sense still lingered. Do you feel love? Boom. That'll be the one. So A flat minor. So let's go set our scale to A, or I guess technically it'd be G sharp minor or A flat minor. I mean, as a piano player, as people would say, A minor, A flat minor. But as a guitar player, I would say G sharp minor, because that's just how my brain works as a guitarist. I'm no expert on music theory by any means. I mean, I know a decent amount of it, but I wouldn't consider myself like an absolute expert on it. But it's a G sharp. To me, that's a G sharp. That's not no A flat. Okay, let's write those melody notes in that I had. So, song like Bad Omens starts on piano. Oh, we're in 6/8, by the way. 6/8, and I have a BPM of 128, so. So this is going to go and extend out like this. It'll be like... Da, da. Let me turn off the scale. I wonder if I'm not in that, so let's see. Yeah, natural minor. Da-da. Now let's see if the progression is actually... Not quite. I don't want that just yet. Now let's see in the context of the progression. Maybe just let that one hold out. So I'm going to have to break from the scale here. So that way I can get that locked in, because I want that to go major. And then I want to split everything here. What DAW am I using? I'm using Studio One. It's phenomenal. Sick. All right, so now I'm gonna, that's just Labs piano. Let's so I'm gonna come in here and I want all of these notes to be brought down. awesome. Now I'm going to take this and I'm going to blend it along with that piano. I'm going to add a ton of reverb to my voice as I'm playing around with this. Because I want to, I had these lyric ideas. Let's pull the lyric ideas up again. The church was empty. Okay, I have... The scent of her ghost like incense and smoke. I cannot forget that pain. I told myself I'd forgive her, but I kept her name carved into the back of every prayer a hollow could have been. And then, yeah, I have no idea. Something like that. Once again, we're trying to sound like Bad Omens, so you know, I'm gonna sound like them. All right, and let's add that reverb. Let's just see what we can do. The church was empty, but a scent still lingered. The scent of a ghost like incense and smoke. I cannot forget that pain. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. I'm going to use plates for this, lustrous plates, because it has a built-in side chaining feature. Just I love it. The piano is just wow. Yeah, I know. It sounds so good. It's a bit of Labs, soft piano blended with some PreSonus Studio One piano, surprisingly enough, and then a bunch of like magical processing that's going on. Basically, just some reverb and compression, and then a little bit of EQ to boost up the top end of that soft piano. Okay. Oh, da, 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 da. Smoke, can I forget that pain? All right, let's this is getting massive. I love it. Okay. Let's track in some vocals, just some idea vocals real quick. And yeah, I'll duplicate these because Lord knows I need it. Okay. Like incense and smoke. All right. Oh, the church was empty, but a scent still lingered. The scent of a ghost like incense and smoke. I cannot forget that pain. I don't... Oh, kind of. Yeah, we'll do it again. Oh, the church was empty, but a scent still lingered. The scent of a ghost like incense and smoke. I cannot forget that pain. Told myself I'd forgive her. All right, sick. This ain't too bad. I like that a lot. Okay. Oh, the church was empty. No. That's awful. Oh, the church was empty. Now, let's repeat these. Oh, the church was empty, but a scent still lingered. The scent of a ghost like incense and smoke. I cannot forget that pain. Told myself I'd forgive her, but I kept her name carved Into the back of every prayer, a hollow of what could have been. Oh yeah. That sounded good. I like that. That's not so bad. Okay. Oh, the church was empty, but a scent still lingered. The scent of a ghost like incense and smoke. I cannot forget that pain. Told myself I'd forgive her. All right, let's put on some Metatune here and tune those vocals because Lord knows they need it. So we're going to go to G sharp minor. So I need to be able to open up that G because that we're creating a custom scale here. So that G has to be open in order for me to go down to that major. Oh, the church was empty, but a scent still lingered. Oh, the church was empty, but a scent still lingered. Ugh, I'm gonna have to manually tune that shiz. All right, re-pitch. I could just do a better job performing it, but I'm not a vocalist, y'all. I don't do vocals. I don't do vocals very often, so why? All right, let's do this. Okay, and oh, the church was empty, but a scent still lingered. The scent up. The scent of a the scent of a ghost like incense and like incense when I'm tuning vocals, I'm always like singing along with it. I'm like like trying to help it out, even though I was the one that just recorded these things. Anyway. Like incense and smoke, I cannot forget that pain. Cannot forget that pain. All right, I need to turn off the tuning. Oh, the church was empty, but a scent still lingered. The scent of a ghost like incense and smoke. And smoke, I cannot forget that. Forget that pain. Forget that pain. Sometimes my voice is just a little too country for this. You know what I mean? It's just like pain. It's like wow. I don't know. That pain. Told myself I'd forgive her. But I kept hurting. But I kept hurting. Tighten that up. But I kept hurting name card into the back of every prayer. A hollow of what. Every prayer, a hollow of what could have been. Nice. Okay. Now I can put on some Metatune if I want to now. We'll see. Oh, the church was empty. Yeah, sounds good. But a scent still lingered. The scent of a ghost like incense and smoke. I cannot forget that pain. Told myself I'd forgive her, but I kept her name card into the back of every prayer. A hollow of what could have been. It takes some of these super highs out and some of those super lows. Oh, the church was empty, but her scent still lingers. The scent of her ghost, like incense and smoke. I cannot forget that pain. Told myself I forgive her, but I kept her name called. Yeah, when you write Bad Omens stuff, like you gotta write Bad Omens lyrics, right? So like, yeah. Andrew, wouldn't you consider looping the same 4 bars, then comp, and then do a little what you need to tune? Yeah, I mean, yeah, in a lot of cases. For now, like I have an hour to an hour and a half to get a full like song done. So like I'm just trying to get like something that I don't hate right away. This is the main goal of this. So I'm also gonna look for a glitch pad. E flat minor. So that's in C. That would be C minor then, right? Or is they say it's C. So if I go down 1, it'll be A flat minor. No, absolutely not. That's C minor. Yeah. See, why do they label things this way? Someone's like, that's a C. I played a C note, but you played a C minor, my guy. That's a C minor. So I got to go down 3, 4 in order to get that to work. And then I will slow that down a little bit. And then I'm also going to add a bit of EQ to the top end of that. And then I'm going to saturate that. Like incense and smoke, I cannot forget that pain. Told myself I forgive her, but I kept her name carved into the back of every prayer, a hollow of what could have been. And then we'll go into something way bigger there. Transgate for sure on that pad. Oh, the church was empty, but a set still lingered. Yeah, well, I'm gonna create my own vocal hits real quick. Come on. There you go. Get out of the way. Mixer, thank you very much. Let's duplicate this track down because I like the way it sounds. And then we'll turn off meta tune, but I will add meta pitch. Put that at the beginning here. And then... That is such a good song. Do you feel love? That's kind of like where I'm getting this vibe from on this song. All right. So what do we have here? Still linger. Do you still hear me? What did it cost you? Yeah, something like that. Those are kind of lyrics that I have. All right, let's hit this. the church was empty. That sounds like trash. Let's try inner pitch instead. Put that at the beginning of the line here. And then octave down. Am I on the right one? Oh, no, here we go. Okay, what about this one? There we go. Oh, the church was empty. Oh, the church was empty. I'd say that's probably good enough for now. All right, we gotta start moving on. Right? I'm not entirely thrilled with this. I'd still love to be able to build some more stuff out, but hey, we're at 12:30 already. We're running out of time, so we gotta get going, moving. Get out, LaCroix. Oh, the church was empty, but a scent still lingered. The scent of her ghost, like incense and smoke. I cannot forget that pain. Told myself I'd forgive her, but I kept her name carved into the back of every prayer, a hollow of what could have been. And then that hollow of what could have been. Oh, the cherry prayer. I'll put that in this one. Could have been. All right. Let's build out some drums. A hollow of what could have been. So yeah. Okay, so all right, let's get those drums programmed. Boom. Boom, boom, so I think it's like, those probably be eighths. All right, we'll do a crash cymbal. Left one, and then a right one. And then not as hard. Varying that up just a little bit, so each hit is slightly different because that's what a drummer would do. They wouldn't be perfectly like everything's maxed out all the time. A drummer has a little bit of variance, and you can see that I'm doing every other. So louder, softer, louder, softer. And so with that variance that's there, we can do that. It's exactly what a drummer would do. My brother's a drummer, so I would know. He's awesome at it. And so I just like imagine he's playing when I'm programming the stuff, and I usually get something that's pretty decent. So let's and then let's keep going with that. Yes. Ozzy, what VST do you use for the drums? Yeah, I'm using Nolly. Nu Metal. Get Good Drums Nu Metal is what I'm using right now. But I'm doing some heavy processing, and I have some samples blended in. So there's that. So just to give you an example, the samples I'm running through Intrigger right now. This is the kick, or sorry, the snare. So I'm blending that snare sample on top, and the kick sample. I also have a kick sample here that I've just blended on top of what's there. All right. So I'm going to take the piano, and I'm going to go up here on the bass, because I know the chords that we've written. Do, 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 do. And then I'm just going to take this, and I'm going to right-click. I'm going to go to Musical Functions, and then I'm going to go to Split It Grid. And then wherever my grid's set at, it'll actually split those. Super easy. But I actually don't want that at eighth notes. I would rather have that at quarter notes. So all I do is just set that to quarter notes. So the grid is at quarter notes, and I go here. Same thing again, split it grid, and it's bow, down, down. So easy. Learn to use the MIDI functions in your DAW. It'll literally save you so much time. Okay, let's... Do-do. Do, do, do. Dude, Gabe, you can, if you guys are curious to know, you're like, man, I want your templates to sound so good. If you want to want me to help you set up some templates, book a call. Let's just see if we can actually, I need to know what you have, what that actually looks like. And for anybody watching, you can book a call. Links to that will be down in the description. I know that you had a call booked and then you canceled it because things came up. Dude, there's multiple ways that I can help you. It's not all I can do templates or anything else. So if you're like, I'm not exactly sure, you can shoot me an email, or just at the very least book a call. Just let me know what you're after. Links to that will be down in the description below. And I'd love to be able to help out in as many ways as I possibly can. Okay, let's hit these basses here. Do 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 do. Do do. Do 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 do. So am I actually in the right? Into the back of every prayer, a hollow of what could have been. Nice, that's sick. All right. Let's get some rhythm guitars in here. So let me get my old gut fiddle. And let's get that tracked in. I should have this thing on me, ready to go more often. I should set up these streams a little bit more in advance beforehand, but you know, I have a sneaking suspicion we're gonna hit over an hour today. So, yeah, just hopefully not too much more though, because I like to keep these things around an hour to an hour and a half. All right, let's. Wow, that sounds awesome. Didn't set up my template right. Got to make sure that these are all in the other channel. I changed my interface channels, and that matters a lot. And so you have to, whenever you're setting up templates and things like that, it's something to pay attention to. Okay. Way out of tune, which I kind of expected, but we only really need a handful of these things to be tuned up. I don't need every single string. But while I'm here, might as well, right? If you're like, whoa, he just tuned all again down at the bottom, and then he tuned all the way up to the top and he has to do it again, it's because of the Floyd Rose. I love this guitar, I really do, but this Floyd Rose is unbelievably annoying because if you, like, it's a floating bridge, and so floating bridges have a tendency to float and get themselves pulled out of tune as you tune things. It's kind of frustrating, but I do love the ability to just, like, dive bomb this thing and it comes back up into tune. That's awesome. Now that we have this set up, so I need to make sure that that low note is whatever. So I think name card. Let's see. Do I want it that tuned low? Yeah, I'll have it tuned at that one. That level, I think that'll be fine. Could have been. All right, now that we got that in there, let's get these puppies tracked, and then I will just do the same thing. I'll just adjust the template here based off of what I have. So boom. And it takes just a few seconds, and there it is. I love the fact that I can just copy and paste multiple things at once, which is super fun. All the plugins and the settings and stuff, it just makes my life a lot easier. All right, let's track these guitars. I was way too early on that one, so let's hit that again. I think that second. All right, I like that. So there we go. Might actually quantize these pretty bad. Nope. All right, this will be the left ear. Let's do the right ear now. Into the back of every prayer, a whole lot of what could have been. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, not bad. I would, if I do say so myself, I think. Let's just kind of get this shifted in here. Let's take a look. Nice. Okay, not bad. Not bad. Same thing here. I kind of slid off just a little bit, so I'm going to slip edit that in. Yeah. And then the production guitars, another one that's extremely important. So let me grab the volume swells. All right, I'm just gonna play around with that real quick, and then we'll see what And now I'm out of tune again because I pulled it right out of tune. All right. It's probably time for new strings too, man. Like it's about time. I'm pretty close. I'm going to hit one more section there. Nice. I like that one. That was pretty tight. I'm digging that. So let's do that one. All right, well, the battery died. Let me put a new battery in my camera because I just need to get one of those, like, permanent batteries. While we're doing that, though, let's take a listen to what we have so far and see if we can listen for anything while I'm putting a battery in the camera. Oh, the church was empty, but a scent still lingered. The scent of a ghost, like incense and smoke. I cannot forget that pain. Told myself I'd forgive her, but I kept her name carved into the back of every prayer, a whole lot of what could have been. Oh, the piano, yeah. But I have to take out all of the chords because we are bringing in some new stuff. That's pretty cool. I think I actually want that to be a synth. So let's bring this up here and let's make a synth out of that section, and then I'll start like tracking some vocals. I hate that patch of where it's like adjusting the fine tuning. I'm just gonna, you know what? Screw that. I'm gonna make it myself. Like, why do they do that? Like, why are they like so bent on making these presets so out of pitch sometimes? Yeah, well then in that case, what I can do is I can just get rid of the low octave here. And then I'm going to do everything else outside of the synth just because I want a little bit more specifics. That's way better. Sometimes you just got to do it yourself, you know? And then take all of this and bring it up. All right, something's here. Oh, yeah. That's pretty cool. Into the back of every prayer, a hollow of what could have been. That's pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie. I'm really digging that. And then we're gonna do it again. Of course, why not? And then also, I need to have a respace in here for the beginning part. So we're almost there. We're gonna track some vocals, and I think we're gonna be in within about an hour. Okay, so let's and a 2. Actually, you know what I can do? I can just blump. Take these bad boys up there, and once again, take the same thing out. Same scenario. So all of this is just going to go away. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight all those, highlight all of those. And then I want a I want some glide, some portamento. So let's put some mano legato slide portamento and put it up to, like, I don't know, maybe like 50 milliseconds. I don't know. Let's see. So it kind of slides from one note to the next. Yeah. Oh, the church was empty, but a scent still lingered. The scent of her ghost, like incense and smoke. I cannot forget that pain. Told myself I'd forgive her, but I kept her name carved into the back of every. All right, let's get this whip up in here like that. Get that there. And this has got to be on its own effects. So let's put it stack folder, SFX, make it light blue, because that's what I like. And then that's pretty close. That's pretty close. Let's see what we got here so far. And then obviously our risers and downers. So library collections, my go-tos. All right. And then reverse it. Take that last initial part out. And then grab an EQ just to roll off some of that low end here. Yeah. Yeah, I think I probably could just get rid of that. So I'm going to track in some more vocals here. And honestly, this could be left alone. I think I have some room for a bit of brightness here. Do you still? I can't stop thinking that other song. That is the dangers of, writing something in the like I won't be. I'm just not going to be able to use this song. I can't release it because it's just too close to the Bad Omens. But hey, I'm showing you guys how to make a song like Bad Omens, right? Like I'm not trying to, that's funny. This would be like a literal. Boom your PC. I do have a decently spec'd out PC, but like if your computer is like within the last 4 or 5 years, like you should be able to be just fine for a lot of this stuff. Every prayer, a whole of what could have been. still hear me? What did it cost you? Oh, frick. That's good. Do you still hear me? What did it cost you? Yeah, I might have to adjust my gain. Remind me to bring my gain back up. Repair of what could have been. Do you still hear me? What did it cost you to leave me alone? Leave me alone, alone, leave me alone. What did it cost you? All right, I was showing off. For no good reason, because I suck. Hey, I'm not a lyricist, but I decided to do more vocals in these live streams because, hey, like, what does it sound like with vocals? You know what I mean? Every prayer, a whole of what could have been. Do you still hear me? What did it cost you to leave me alone? Leave me alone, alone, leave me alone. What did it cost you? That sucked. Don't ever let me gaslight myself like that again. So I want to go up an octave. So let's see if we can figure out what the melody is going to be for this, because we're close. Do you still hear me? What did it cost you to leave me alone? Leave me alone, alone, send your love. That's the problem. I'm like limited on lyrics now because I only have what I have written here. Let's get the first part tracked in, and then we'll move on. Could have been. Do you still hear me? What did it cost you to leave me alone? Leave me alone, alone. What did it hurt you? All right. Leave me alone, alone. What did it hurt? Still hear me? What did it cost you? One more time. All of what could have been. Do you still hear? Oh. Repair all of what could have been. Do you still hear me? What did it cost you to leave me alone? Leave me alone, alone, alone. Do you still hear me? What did it cost you? Leave me alone, alone, let me out. Do you still hear me? What did it cost you to leave me alone? Leave me alone, alone. Do you still hear me? What did it cost you? Leave me alone, Nice. Okay. Very much so Bad Omens inspired, obviously. But no, that's pretty good. Okay, so we got this first part here. So leave me alone. Leave me alone. That section here I'm going to delete, and then I'm going to create my doubles. So let's do our lefts and our rights. But I kept her name card into the back of every prayer, a whole of what could have been. Do you still hear me? What did it cost you? Try it again. Do you still hear me? So let me put this one down here and this one up here. Do you still hear me? What did it cost you? And then I'm going to put in one for the right here, which is here. Okay. Do you still hear me? And then I'll do some more like vocal tuning and stuff. Could have been. Do you still hear me? Now we have our doubles, and so all together, they should sound pretty decent overall. Obviously, I need to do some like tuning, aligning, and things like that. Do you still hear me? What did it cost you to leave me alone? Leave me alone, alone, alone. Sick. Okay. We're all right. We're doing pretty decent. Let's tune the main vocals here. So, and I'm going to turn off my auto tuning just for now, just so I can hear it. And then chromatic, I want to do scale. It's going to be G sharp, natural minor. Where's my natural minor? Right there. Add, save, snap. Then I should be able to grab everything like that, double click. Do you still hear? And then really tighten those up. Do you still hear me? Do you still hear me? What did it? What did it cost you? Cost? Yeah, so sometimes it just doesn't quite get it right. That's okay. Did it cost you to leave me alone? You know, that's like two. Where you at? To leave me alone. Leave me alone, alone, alone. Not bad. Okay. So I like where that's at. And before we get the other ones, if you guys do want to work with me, you want me to open up sessions with you, you want me to be your producer, whatever that looks like, click the link down in the description below. It'll take you to a page. You can book a free call with me. On that call, I'm like, leave your credit card at home. I just want to see if we're a good fit or not to work together. So once again, completely free call. Book it down below. I'll be able to listen to your music beforehand if you do submit your music on that. It's completely free, and it just gives me a chance to meet you, see how I can possibly help, and if we want to move forward with working together, we can do so. Links to that are down in the description below. Okay. Let's hit the other vocal. Let's make sure that this sounds good first. Do you still hear me? What did it? Do you still hear me? What did it cost you to leave me alone? Leave me alone, alone, alone. Yeah, they are tuned. They're tuned hard, but that's kind of in that like Similar vibe. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here. I'm going to go to my inspector. I'm going to go down. I'm going to render. Oop, that probably sounded really weird for you guys. My apologies. But I rendered it out. So now when I go here and I want to edit with Vocaline, I can do here. And I can also edit with Vocaline. This will be the capture. And this right here will be the dub. And then I want to make sure that there is a complete time alignment there. And then match pitch as well. I don't want to get that tight. So now, let's see what both of those sound like together.
Do you still hear me? What did it cost you to leave me alone?
It's freaking stupid good. It is just so good. Like, literally, boom. And that's it. My vocals are now aligned. Like, this is...
Do you still hear me?
And with the new feature of being able to also time align the pitch, so time align, but then also match pitch, it's just stupid good. It's just so good. And I can get so tight with this in seconds. It's literally life-changing. I mean, it takes all the work out of vocal editing. Repitch and Vocaline, specifically Vocaline, are just game changers for me. I cannot live without these tools. I literally love these tools so much. Okay, I'm not trying to sell you on anything on, but it's just so good. Okay, I'm gonna take all of these vocals and I'm gonna put them in their own stack, and I'm gonna call them Chorus Vox, and we're gonna go pink with it. And here, let's add some RVox on the overall bus itself.
Do you still hear me? What did it cost you to leave me alone? Leave me alone. Do you still hear me? What did it cost you?
All right, that is so solid. I'm actually really happy with this. All right, let's take a listen to what we have so far.
Oh, the church was empty, but a scent still lingered. The scent of her ghost, like incense and smoke. I cannot forget that pain. Told myself I'd forgive her, but I kept her name carved into the back of every prayer. A whole lot of what could have been. Do you still hear?
Oh, so good. That is so good. Let's see if we can double it. All right, it's time. Let's hit up a mastering chain real quick and give this puppy a little bit of a kickback.
Do you still hear me? What did it cost you to leave me alone? Leave me alone. Do you still hear me? What did it cost you to leave me alone?
Nice. All right. I'm pretty happy with this overall. Would you recommend Repitch over Melodyne? Great question. I use both. I keep going back to Repitch just because there's some like really powerful features, and it's one of the ones that my students use quite often because it's way more affordable. Like if you get like Repitch, I think it's like $150 or $100. I know Black Friday sales are coming up, so something to pay attention to. But like to get similar equivalent results with Melodyne, you're paying like $400 or $500. It's a really big difference. And so, in my opinion, I would probably just go with Repitch over Melodyne. But the only downfall of Repitch is the fact that the UI is a bit clunky. I mean, you saw me kind of like mess around with it a little bit. Like it takes some getting used to, but it is a bit clunky. So something to pay attention to for sure. All right. So do we have any questions about this session before we end out? This is one of the benefits of being live, and I haven't been really utilizing it. I've been like making music and then like just disappearing. So if you have any questions, I'm going to make some final slight adjustments. And if you have any questions, either on Instagram or on YouTube, put them in the chat because I can see both, and we'll go from there. So I'm going to make some slight adjustments and put some questions in if you have any questions on this, on anything on this session at all.
Oh, the church was empty, but a scent still lingered. The scent of a ghost, like incense and smoke. I cannot forget that pain. Told myself I forgive her, but I kept her name carved into the back of every prayer. A whole lot of what could have been. Do you still hear me? What did it cost you to leave me alone? Leave me alone. Do you still hear me? What did it cost you to leave me alone? Leave me
Sick. I'm pretty happy with that overall. That sounds pretty good. Okay, so some final questions. Samples from Splice. No, actually the drum samples that I'm bringing in, if you're talking about the drum samples here. So once again, they're Giga Drums new metal. But then I also got the Ballin audio pack. It's like literally from this guy on Instagram. And yeah, just look up Ballin Audio, and you should be able to find it. Ballin Audio 2, I believe, is the pack that I got. Sounds ridiculous. This kid on Instagram is doing some like really cool stuff, and there's some samples in here that I really liked, and so yeah, it sounded good. And so I blended those in some kick and snare on top. Love it. Also, Logic Pro has a stock version of both for Repitch and Melodyne. I did not know that Logic Pro. I've been a Logic Pro user literally for over a decade. I love Logic Pro. A lot of good stuff about it. But I use Studio One because there's a handful of features like the ability to tune vocals and vocal line things like with ARA. Like Logic Pro ARA support is not good right now, and it's like it needs to get fixed. And it's frustrating because this is like a professional feature. Logic Pro is a professional DAW, and this is a professional feature we don't have access to right now. So it's unbelievably frustrating. So we got to get that worked out. So anyway, I still use Logic, but I didn't know they had their own version of vocal line. I tried to sound like Bad Omens, but I ended up making distorted jazz instead. Yeah, it's the way it is. No questions. Love the result. I love that though. Awesome. I really appreciate it. All right, for any of you that want to work with me, links to that are down in the description below. You can book a free call on that page. It'll show you how to book a free call, and I can listen to your music beforehand if you're interested. That is just like, leave your credit card at home. I'm not trying to sell you anything right away. I just want to know if we're actually a good fit, and if we are, then we could talk about how we can move forward if it makes sense. But in the meantime, just book a call. Let's see if we're a good fit to work with one another. And a lot of things. I've worked with over 700 students in the last few years. I literally have like opened up sessions with them. I'm listening to their music. I'm like really like in depth in the weeds with them. And so if you're like, hey, like we made this in like an hour and 15 minutes. If you're like, hey, I can't get my music to sound this good within about an hour and 15 minutes, then there's ways that I can help you do that. Specifically, if you're in the rock and metal genres, most specifically, like if you are rock, metal, and you are trying to make music and you have like a hard drive full of songs that don't sound professional and you don't know why, book a free call. Let's just talk about it. Let's see if it works and go from there. You can, if you're on Instagram, just shoot me a DM. Just shoot me a message and be like, hey, I want to book a call. Right. And I'll send you the link. If you are on YouTube, it's in the description below. Awesome. This was fun. Let's listen to it one more time. And we'll end the stream there. Let's go.
Oh, the church was empty, but a scent still lingered. The scent of a ghost, like incense and smoke. I cannot forget that pain. Told myself I forgive her, but I kept her name carved into the back of every prayer. A hollow of what could have been. Do you still hear me? What did it cost you to leave me alone? Leave me alone. Do you still hear me? What did it cost you to leave me alone? Leave me alone.
Nice. That's it.